Good morning. Welcome to the lecture series on digital electronics, 18 EC302C. And in this lecture, we are going to learn about complements in binary number system and how to perform subtraction of binary numbers in ones complement method and also in twos complement method. And these are the topics for discussion in today's lecture. So first we will see what is meant by complement and what are the various types of complements that we can apply on binary numbers and how to obtain or how to write the complements. So according to the syllabus, the topic is write ones and twos complement of a binary number. So here first we learn what is the use of complements. So in digital computers, complements are used for simplifying the subtraction operation and for logical manipulation. So here in digital circuits, by using complements for binary subtraction, makes the same circuit can be used for both addition and subtraction with a little modification of the subtrahend. So since it saves the circuitry, so subtraction using ones and twos complement is preferred compared to the direct subtraction of binary numbers. So before going to see how subtraction can be done by using complements, we'll see what are the various types of complements that can be applied on binary numbers. So there are two types of complements. So one is called first ones complement and second one is called twos complement. We will see what is ones complement and how to write ones complement of a binary number. So ones complement of a binary number can be obtained by changing ones into zeros and zeros into ones. So that means if you take any binary number, what are the various digits you can find in the binary number, either zeros or ones, or a combination of ones and zeros. So if you want to obtain, or if you want to write ones complement of that binary number, what do you have to do? Wherever there is one bit 1 is present in that number, change it to 0, and wherever 0 is present, change it to 1. So after changing in that way, the result is called ones complement of the original binary number. So we'll illustrate this ones complement concept with an example. So here you see that one first example we have taken. Find ones complement of the binary number 10111. So what we have to do? So here we have 10111. So according to the concept of ones complement, wherever you find 1 in the binary number, you replace all ones with zeros, and wherever you find 0, replace all zeros with ones. So if you do this way, then 1011, so for 1 we replace with 0, and 0 is replaced with 1, and these 3 ones are replaced with 3 zeros. So we got the result as 0 1 0 0 0. So this will be the ones complement of the binary number 10111. So the method to obtain the ones complement of a binary number is same irrespective of whether it has a binary point or not. So we will take one more example where the binary number has a binary point. So here the second example, find binary ones complement of binary number 1011.001. So how to obtain the ones complement of this number? The procedure is same. Wherever you find 1, replace it with 0, and wherever you find, replace 0 with 1. So 1 is, here the bit is 1, so replace it with 0, and here the bit is 0, replace it with 1, and here two ones, so replace it with 0, and two zeros after the binary point, replace them with 1, and there is a bit 1, so replace it with 0. So here is a method how we can convert any binary, or how we can write ones complement of any binary number. So this is the way how we uh, can write ones complement of a given binary number. So next we'll see how to write the other complement, that is two's complement of a binary number. So here the two's complement of any binary number can be obtained by leaving all the least significant zeros as it is, and the first non-zero digit as it is, and then replacing ones with zeros and zeros with ones. So whenever you want to write two's complement of a given number, start observing the bits of the binary number starting from the LSB, or from starting from the least significant position, and from there, if you see 0 when you are moving towards left, leave all the zeros as is, and also leave the first non-zero digit also as it is, and after that non-zero digit, if you find still any other bits, change them into ones into zeros and zeros into ones. So we'll illustrate this with an example. So for example, find the two's complement of 101101, and how to obtain as per rule. So start observing the bits from the least significant position, and if you find any zeros, leave them as it is, and also, so here there are no zeros, and the first bit is a non-zero bit, and the first non-zero digit is also unchanged. So write this first non-zero digit as it is, and then replace ones with zeros and zeros with ones. So um, to the left of this non-zero, first non-zero digit, whatever the bits that you find, replace 1 with 0, 0 with 1, 1 with 0, 0 with 1, and 1 with 0, 1 with 0, and 0 with 1. So this is how, and this 0 1 0 0 1 1 is the two's complement of the given binary number 1 0 1 1 0 1. And the procedure remains same whether I want to write two's complement of binary number, whether it has a binary point or not. So we will take one more example where we obtain the two's complement of the binary number which has binary point. So the two's complement of, find the two's complement of 100 dot 110. So the procedure is same. So starting from the least significant bit position, LSB position, if you find zeros, leave them as it is. So if you find first non-zero digit, leave it unchanged. But after this digit, whatever the bits that you find, if you find 1, replace it with 0. If you find 0, replace it with 1. So this 0 is found, so replace it with 1. 1 is found, replace it with 0. So 011 dot 010 is the two's complement of the given binary number 100.110. So this is how we obtain the two's complement of a given binary number. So what we have to do? We have to start observing the bits from the least significant position, and as we move towards the most significant positions or to the higher positions, if you find the zeros, leave them as is. And if you find first non-zero digit, leave it unchanged. And after that first non-zero digit, if you see a 1, replace it with 0. If you see a 0, replace it with 1. The result becomes the 2's complement of the given binary number. So this is how we obtain 1 time 2's complement for any given binary number. So next we will make use of these complements to perform subtraction. So first we will look at how to perform subtraction in 1's complement method. So either in 1's complement method or 2's complement method, the subtrahend is modified and it is added to the minuend to make the subtraction operation similar to the addition operation. So how this can be done? So first we will look at how to perform the subtraction in 1's complement method. So binary subtraction can be performed by adding 1's complement of subtrahend to the minuend. That is, whenever you want to subtract in a direct method, you are going to subtract subtrahend from the minuend. But here, if you take the subtrahend, 1's complement of the subtrahend, then that can be added to the minuend, and this addition of the 1's complement of the subtrahend to the minuend is equivalent to subtracting the subtrahend from the minuend. So that is the advantage of the complement method. Here we can make the subtraction operation more similar to the addition operation, and the same circuits that are used for addition can be used for subtraction. If you add the complement of subtrahend to the minuend, 1's complement of the subtrahend to the minuend. So in this process, that means when you add 1's complement of subtrahend to the minuend, if a carry is generated, remove that carry and add it to the result. Okay. So in the process of performing binary subtraction, and if you use 1's complement method, and then you have to add 1's complement of subtrahend to the minuend. So here you have to add, so it is subtraction operation. When you are adding 1's complement of subtrahend, it is equivalent to subtraction operation. But in the process of addition, the carry is generated. Remove that carry and add it to the result. And since we are removing the carry and adding to the result, this is sometimes called end around carry. And now, so this usually happens if the subtrahend is less than minuend. So the carry is generated when the number that is going to be subtracted is less than the number from which we are going to subtract. That means subtrahend is less than minuend. In other case, if the subtrahend is larger than the minuend, then no carry will be generated. But the answer that you obtain should be negative actually. Since subtrahend is larger than minuend, subtraction should produce a negative result. But here, you will see that the answer is obtained is 1's complement of the actual result, and it is in opposite in sign. So this will clarify. This will be clarified when we take one example, and to see how subtraction is performed by using 1's complement method. So here we will take first example. Subtract 1001 from 1101 using ones complement method. And so the subtraction operation goes this way. Since we are using ones complement method, what do you have to do? Actually, you have to subtract 1001 from 1101. So 1101 becomes the minuend and 1001 becomes the subtrahend. That means the number which is going to be subtracted. So we'll write the first minuend as is 1101, and in the place of subtrahend, what we will do, we'll take the ones complement of 1001, ones complement of the subtrahend, which is 1001. If you take the ones complement, that means replace all ones with zeros and zeros with ones. The ones complement of the subtrahend becomes 0, 1, 1, 0. Now what you have to do, according to the rules of ones complement method subtraction, you add the ones complement of subtrahend to the minuend. So addition, so here you apply the rules of addition. So 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 0, and the carry is 1, and here 1 plus 1 is 0, the carry is 1. So we got a carry, and this is called end around carry. So remove the carry from this position and add it to the result, that is 0, 0, 1, 1. So when you add this carry to the result 0, 0, 1, 1, so again you apply the rules of addition. So 1, 1 is 0, carry 1, 1, 1 is 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1, and here 0 plus 1 is 1, and here 0 and 0. So the result is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. And now this is the result of subtraction. So result of subtraction using ones complement method. So what we have done, actually we have subtracted 0, 1, 1, 0 from 1, 1, 0, 1. And if you cross verify by converting all these into decimal, you can see that 1101 means it is 13. Yes, 8 plus 4 is 12, and plus 1 is 13. And from 13, what you are subtracting? We are subtracting 0, 1, 1, 0. That means it is 4 plus 2, 6. So 6 we are subtracting. The result should be 9. Okay. And similarly here we have one more example. Subtract 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0 from 1, 0, 0, 1 using ones complement method. And so here the minuend is 1, 0, 0, 1, subtrahend is 1, 1, 0, 0. And this subtraction operation is illustrated here. So minuend 1, 0, 0, 1, I have to write it as it is. But take the ones complement of subtrahend, which is 1, 1, 0, 0 here. If you take the ones complement of this 1, 1, 0, 0, then it will be converted to 0, 0, 1, 1, as all ones are replaced with zeros and zeros with ones. And now add this ones complement of subtrahend to this minuend. So 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1, 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1, and 1 here, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So here you can observe that there is no end around carry, but you can see that the result is in ones complement form. To see what is actual result, what you have to do, you have to take the ones complement of the result and put a minus sign before it. So after taking ones complement of this result, you get 0, 0, 1, 1. And the actual result is, you have to put the minus sign before this ones complement result. That is minus of 0, 0, 1. So this is minus 3. So here you can observe that what we are doing actually, we are subtracting 1, 1, 0, 0 from 1, 0, 0, 1. So 1, 0, 0, 1 is 9, and from that what we are subtracting 1, 1, 0, 0, that is we are subtracting 12. So 9 minus 12 is minus 3, and it is minus sign, and 0, 0, 1, 1 means in decimal it is 3. So subtraction operation using ones complement is class verified with decimal subtraction. And here also you can see that 1001 in the first example, subtract 1001 from 1101. So that means from 1101 you are subtracting 1001. So 1101 means it is your 13. From that what you are subtracting? 1001. You are subtracting 9. So from 13 if you subtract 9, the result is 4, and you can see that 0100 actually represents the decimal 4. And this is how we perform subtraction in ones complement method. So here the subtraction operation is actually changed to addition operation when we take the complement of the subtrahend. So then we have to add the subtrahend to the minuend, and this is equivalent to subtracting the subtrahend from the minuend. And what if the carry is generated? The carry is generated in case where the subtrahend is less than the minuend, but when a carry is generated, the carry must be removed and it should be added to the result. But if there is no carry generated, that means it will be in the case when the subtrahend is larger than the minuend. So then in that case, the answer is obtained in ones complement form. So what you have to do, you have to get the true result. You take the ones complement of the result and put a minus sign before it. This is how we perform we can perform the subtraction by using ones complement method. So similarly, we can perform the subtraction by using two's complement method also. So we will discuss the two's complement method in this slide. So we can also perform subtraction using two's complement method. And how to perform subtraction using two's complement method. So to perform subtraction in two's complement method, what you have to do? Take the two's add the minuend to the two's complement of the subtrahend. It means whatever the subtrahend that you want to subtract from minuend in the normal subtraction, but here you have to take the two's complement of subtrahend and add it to the minuend. So here also the carry is generated. So here simply you discard the carry, and when the carry is generated, when the subtrahend is smaller than the minuend, in that case the carry is generated, but here you discard the carry in two's complement method. In one's complement method, what you will do when carry is generated? The carry is removed from that position and it is added to the result. Coming to the two's complement method, if carry is generated, discard that carry simply. So no need to add it anywhere. Just forget about the carry, that is if it is generated. But what if the carry is not generated And this happens in the case when the subtrahend is larger than the minute end. That means we are subtracting a larger number from the smaller number, then no carry is generated. But you can see that the answer is obtained in 2's complement and it is negative. So to get the actual answer, you take the 2's complement of the result and put a minus sign before it. So see overall, by using complements, we can have one important advantage for subtracting numbers over the direct method. That by using complement method, we can use the same circuitry as that is used for addition with a little change to the subtrahend. That means in one's complement method, we'll take one's complement of the subtrahend and add it to the minuend. In two's complement method, we'll take the two's complement of the subtrahend and add it to the minuend. But and we can also see that there is one more there is one advantage of the two's complement method over one's complement method. What is it? So in case if the subtrahend is smaller than the minuend, in the case, then the carry is generated in both the cases, in one's complement method and also in two's complement method. When subtrahend is smaller than the minuend, a carry is generated. But what we will do in one's complement method, we will remove that carry from that position and we will add it to the result. So there is one extra addition operation that is to be carried out in one's complement method. But what about the two's complement method? Here we simply ignore the carry or simply discard the carry if it is generated. So here we save uh, by one addition operation compared to one's complement method. So this gives the advantage for the two's complement method over the one's complement method. And now we'll look at how to perform the subtraction in two's complement method by observing few examples. So first one is subtract 0, 1, 1, 1 from 1, 1, 0, 1 using two's complement method. So what do you have to do? You have to subtract 0, 1, 1, 1 from 1, 1, 0, 1 using two's complement method. That means 1, 1, 0, 1 minus 0, 1, 1, 1 is the subtraction operation that is to be performed. So for this, what we have to do? So here in the example, that is subtracting 0, 1, 1 from 1, 1, 0, 1 using two's complement method. What you have to do? So minuend is here 1, 1, 0, 1. So subtrahend is 0, 1, 1, 1. So keep the minuend as it is 1, 1, 0, 1 and take the two's complement of the subtrahend, that is 0, 1, 1, 1. And two's complement of this becomes 1, 0, 0, 1. So what you have to do? You add this two's complement to the minuend. So 1, 1, 1 plus 1 is 0, your carry is 1. And here in this position you will get 1. And here 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 0 and the carry is 1. So here the carry is generated. So simply discard the carry and uh, whatever the whatever is remaining is the result. So 0, 1, 1, 0 is the result after discarding the carry which is generated. And we look at one more example. We subtract 1, 0, 1, 0 from 1, 0, 0, 1 using the two's complement method. And here you can see 1001 is the minuend and subtrahend is 1010. So since we are doing subtraction in two's complement method, take the two's complement of subtrahend, that is 1010. Two's complement becomes 0110. Now add this two's complement to the minuend. So this results in 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1. And you can see that there is no carry generated. So what you can observe that, what you can see that the result is actually in 2's complement form since the carry is not generated. And to see what is the true result, what you have to do, you take the 2's complement of the result so that you obtain for 1111 the 2's complement is 0001. You apply the rules of 2's complement and you will get this 2's complement. And the actual result is, we put a negative sign before this 2's complement, that is minus 0001. And we can cross check whether this subtraction is correct or not by checking a decimal. So 1101 is, so here in the first example, we are subtracting 011 from 1101, that is we are subtracting 7 from 13. So when you subtract 7 from 13, what you have to get? You have to get 6. So the result you can see that it is 0110, which means it is decimal 6. So that means our subtraction operation is tallied and it is correct, and as we check in decimal. So similarly here also you can check the second example. We have subtract 1010 from 1001, that is we have to subtract 10 from 9. So when you subtract 10 from 9, what we are going to get? We are going to get minus 1. And you can see that the result is minus 0001, it means in decimal it is 1. So the result is minus 1. So this uh, subtraction operation is also checked in decimal and it is perfectly right. So far we have learned various concepts in complements. So what are the various complements that we can apply on a binary number, and what is meant by a complement, and how it simplifies the subtraction operation, and we have seen how to write a ones complement for a given number, and how to write a two's complement for a given number, and how complements can be applied to simplify the subtraction. So here we can use either ones complement or two's complement method to perform subtraction on binary numbers. So then we have seen how the procedure of subtraction in ones complement method. So there you simply, instead of subtracting subtrahend from the minuend, you take the ones complement of the subtrahend and you will add it to the minuend. That will be equivalent to subtraction operation. So if the carry will be generated in case the subtrahend is smaller than the minuend. That the case the carry generated is removed and it is added to the result. But if the subtrahend is larger than the minuend, then no carry will be generated and the answer is obtained in ones complement form. And to see what is the true result, you have to take the ones complement of the result and put a negative sign before it. And similarly, we have seen subtraction in two's complement method. So here also subtraction is performed by adding the two's complement of the subtrahend to the minuend. And here also the carry will be generated only if the subtrahend is smaller than the minuend. And in this case, you would simply discard the carry or ignore the carry. And after ignoring, whatever remains is result of subtraction operation using two's complement method. But if the subtrahend is larger than the minuend, no carry will be generated. And you can see that the answer obtained is actually in two's complement form. So to see what is the actual result, you have to take the two's complement of the number and you have to put a degree sign. So in overall, performing using complements method is advantageous compared to the direct method, as it uses the same circuitry as that of uh, addition circuit. And among the complements, there are one's complement method and two's complement method. And among these two, two's complement method is preferred, and it is used in all the present digital electronic circuits, because the two's complement method avoids the addition of the end around carry when carry is generated. That means in the case when the subtrahend is smaller than the minuend. These are the concepts that uses the complements, and it is very useful as it simplifies the circuitry, and this is how the actual subtraction operations are performed inside your any of the digital circuits. Thank you.